Hello. 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 Check. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. Check.
Is that
Hello, hello, check. Hello, hello, check. Hello. అసలు ఇది hello, hello, check. Hello. Hello, hello, check. Hello, hello, check. Hello. అసలు ఇది hello, hello, check. Hello. Hello, hello, check. Hello, hello, check. Hello. అసలు ఇది
ಶ್ರೀಕಾಂತ್, ರಂಜಿತ್, ಯಾರಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಏನೋ ಪೆಕ್ಯುಲಿಯರ್ ಸೌಂಡ್.
Good morning, everybody. I request all the participants who are there in the auditorium, please wear your mask. Please make sure everybody of you are with the mask. You can silent your mobile. And when the dignitaries arrive, I request all of you to stand up as a respect. You can keep your mobile in the silent mode. And I request all of you to stand up when the dignitaries arrive as a mark of respect. My respectful pranams to His Holiness Swamiji, and a very good morning to all the dignitaries on the stage, off the stage, special guests and participants. Let us start the event with a quote from Swami Vivekananda. Never say no, never say I cannot, for you are infinite. All the power is within you and you can do it. This holds good. At our JSSAHR, we believe learning never stops. With this motto of having a better learning at every stage of our life, today we have gathered here. I warmly welcome each and everyone to the inaugural function of 9th International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology 2022, organized by SFE India, Mysore chapter, JSS College of Pharmacy, JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysuru. We believe Lord lives within all of us, but need to invoke his thoughts that can dissipate the divine shine. Let us now have the invocation. I request Ms. Arunima and team to present the invocation song.
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सत्तिर्भवतु मे सदा पद्मपत्र विशालाक्षी पद्मकेसरवर्णिनी नित्यं पद्मालया देवी सा मां पातु सरस्वती माणिक्यवीणामुपलालयन्तीं मदालसां मञ्जुलवाग्विलासा महेन्द्रनीलद्युतिकोमलाङ्गीं माताङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि चतुर्भुजे चन्द्रकलावतंसे कुचोनते कुङ्कुमरागशोणे पुण्ड्रेक्षु पाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणहस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते जगदेकमाता जगदेकमातः माता मरकतश्यामा मातांगी मधुशालिनी कुर्या कटाक्षं कल्याणी कदम्बवनवासिनी जय मातांगतनये जय नीलोत्पलद्युते जय संगीतरसिके जय लीला सुखप्रिये.
Thank you, team, for the melodious and the devotional song. Now I request Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar, Organizing Chairman, Dean and Principal of JSS College of Pharmacy, JSS AHR, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to you all. Seeking the blessings of His Holiness Jagadguru Dr. Sri Shivaratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji, Founder President of JSS Mahavidyapita, and submitting my humble pranams to the lotus feet of His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, Chancellor of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysuru. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all. We at JSS AHER has a vision to provide education that helps transformation of individuals and society, are committed to shoulder the responsibility of transcending the value-based education to the humanity. And at International Society for Ethnopharmacology, promoting critical discussions between interdisciplinary groups of scientists, anthropologists, pharmacists, pharmacologists, ethnobotanists, phytochemists, and everyone who are all fascinated by the study of the global use of medicine and their which are available through the local and traditional knowledge of medicinal food and toxic plants and their past, present, and future use has been the purpose, uncovering the mystics of magical herbs for the benefit of humanity. Together on this congregation, we have come together from different parts of the country and are seeing the entwining of rich scientific legacies of International Society for Ethnopharmacology and JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. Offering my humble pranams to the lotus feet of His Holiness Swamiji, I, on behalf of JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore, JSS AHER and Society for Ethnopharmacology, humbly welcome His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, the 24th Pontiff of Jagadguru Sri Veerasimhasan Mahasamsthana Mat Sutur Sri Kshetra, and the Chancellor JSS AHER. I heartily welcome Dr. K. Sudhakar, Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, who is a very dynamic leader. In spite of his busy schedule, he could make it to the inaugural function and has great respect for His Holiness Swamiji and JSS institutions. I welcome you, sir. Now I am honored to welcome Sri Shekhar Dutt, former Governor of Chhattisgarh, former Defense Secretary and Secretary of Health, Ministry of Health, Government of India. I welcome you, sir. The guests of honor, I welcome Dr. C.K. Katiyar, Vice President, Society for Ethnopharmacology, India, and he is also the CEO Technical of Imami Limited. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. Pulok Mukherjee, Chairman, Scientific Services, Society for Ethnopharmacology Conference 2022, and the Director of IBSD, Impal. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. Subhash C. Mandal, Executive Secretary, Society for Ethnopharmacology. I warmly welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. B. Manjunatha, Registrar JSS AHER, who has been guiding us and mentoring us in all our endeavors. I welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. Indranil Das, Vice President, Society for Ethnopharmacology, India. I welcome you, sir. I welcome the members of Society for Ethnopharmacology, resource persons from India and abroad, dignitaries, officers of JSS AHER, principals and heads of the constituent units of JSS AHER, organizing members, volunteers, media partners, and ladies and gentlemen, my hearty welcome to the Feast of Globalizing Local Knowledge and Localizing Global Technologies. That is the theme of our 9th International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology. I warmly welcome all the delegates, proud sponsors, traditional healers, and all the teaching and non-teaching staff and our students for this Congress. I once again, on behalf of the leadership of JSS Mahavidyapita and JSS AHER, on behalf of the enthusiastic scientific community, I welcome you all to JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore, and wish you all a happy learning. Good day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I also take the opportunity on behalf of local organizing committee to welcome you, sir, for this event. Light symbolizes eternity. Learning is the first step to achieve eternity. In presence of His Holiness Swamiji, I request Honorable Minister and other dignitaries on the stage to join for the formal inauguration by lighting the lamp. The book which is released now is the SFEC 2022 program book. We congratulate everyone for the release of SFEC 2022 program book. Thank you all, sir, and congratulations for the release of the book. Now I request our Honorable Minister, Dr. K. Sudhakar, Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, to kindly address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಭಕ್ತಿದಾಯಕವಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀ 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 ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಶ್ರೀ ಶಿವರಾತ್ರಿ ದೇಶಿಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿರವರ ಪಾದ ಕಮಲಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನಸ ವಂದಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಫಾರ್ Ethnopharmacology. It is presided by Shri Shekhar, former governor of Chhattisgarh, former health secretary and defense secretary. So Dr. C.K. Katiyarji, Dr. B. Manjunathji, Professor Pulok K. Mukherjee, Dr. Subhash C. Mandal, the organizing chairman, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar, Dr. K. Mrutyunjaya, and all the respected guests on the dais, brothers and sisters and media friends. It's a great honor for me to address the 9th International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology. The theme of this year's Congress, redefining ethnopharmacology for the global health and well-being, is very apt. Before I start, I would like to quote a wonderful Subhashita in Sanskrit. Amantram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam, ayogya purushaha nasti yojakaha tatra durlabhaha. It means that there is no alphabet which cannot become a mantra. There is no herb which cannot be a medicine. There is no person who is not useful. But there can be leaders who cannot put things together, or leader who can take everyone along. So I hope this phrase of Sanskrit would define the purpose of our conference today. So friends, there is a very age-old belief that whenever there is solution sought by the Western world, they look at India for solution. So be it in the fields of medicine, pharmacology, and so on. So similarly, we all know that there is a process of evolution. In that evolution, how from apes we have become human beings. And during the process, we have found many natural substances which is used to address to many ailments which is bothering the human race. As we progressed, we not only found substances, we started using these substances, mixing these substances, using various techniques. So first of all, I would like to speak about a common painkiller that we are all adapted to, aspirin. But this is an age-old phenomena of using some natural substances to relieve our pain. Right from Egyptian civilizations to Greek civilizations, they all used on a bark of willow tree. So they used to use this bark of a willow tree to relieve their pain. Of course, they didn't know what the active ingredient, what the active substance is. So later the active ingredient was isolated, and then a synthetic equivalent, aspirin, was synthesized. So that is how all pharmacological based medicines are evolved. We may know the active ingredients of the naturally occurring substances sometimes and sometimes not. And even in cancer, in the terminally ill patients, we use morphines. But morphines, those days, they used to use opiums without knowing the active ingredient again. So similarly, we all know that Sushruta was a great plastic surgeon, and we call him as the father of plastic surgery. He lived in 1000 BC. Cloves and clove oil, it's a very common substance that we use. Those days it was used for, in the olden days, it was used for anti-inflammatory and also for preservatives. Now research has found that eugenol is the active ingredient found in the cloves, which has an antimicrobial, which has an anti-inflammatory, and which has also a pain-killing property. During COVID times, many people used what is called as kashai. Kashai, they've used ginger and so many other substances. It could be neem, it could be honey, ginger, tulsi. These are all the ingredients. So which has magically worked. And we all know from the time immemorial, Indians, the ancient Indians, right from the Indus Valley civilizations, they all had remedies. There is an ancient technology, ancient research, maybe not the kind of research that we all look for. The modern science, we always look for the modern research papers, evidence-based, documented, well-documented. Medical assay should be done. So I think if there is a great onus and thrush could be given for this kind of a research. This knowledge is really very useful. This knowledge should not die with the person who has acquired knowledge from his forefathers. So this runs from generations to generations. So if there is no relatives, if there is no immediate family for that practicing doctor, that knowledge should not die with him. So I think government, there is a necessity that we should facilitate. We should also incentivize these people, both economically and in other aspects. So friends, today the entire world is looking at organic food, organic nutrition, organic medicine, naturally developed medicine. Today in the 21st century, they are looking for this solution through Ayush. It could be Ayurveda, it could be Unani, Siddha, and even yoga sciences, yogic sciences. So these are all naturally occurred in India. Naturally, it was practiced from time immemorial. Thousands of years we have in history. All that we need to put our act is we should bring all this education, all these documents, all this knowledge into well documented, syllabus oriented for youngsters. This is the need of the hour, in my opinion. Recently, when students came from Ukraine, I was asking what kind of a jacket was that. That student was telling one of the student, it is an ethnic jacket. Similarly, one of the student I asked about their denim, they said again it is a ethnic denim. And one student held a juice in his hand. I asked, what about that juice? It is again an ethnic drink, he said. So right from what we wear to what we consume today, people are going back to what we call as a naturally occurring products or organic products, which today the world believes is the most safe way of ensuring quality of life for us for a long period. It is not how long we live, how well we live. If we have to live well, we have to eat well, eat right. So I always believe, and I can say that these crafts that have been got by their elder generations should be properly communicated, properly passed on to the younger generations and the future generations. And there could be a lot of other arguments for this. Some people could say that these kind of substances could only be a placebo effect, could only be having a placebo effect. We all know that. Sometimes the substance or the ingredient need not have a medicinal value, curative value. But still in our mind, if we think that a particular substance, when we consume, it can definitely heal, sometimes it heals. So for that benefit of doubt to be cleared, we need a proper research. We need a well documented. So similarly, friends, we also need a very large database. If you don't have adequate data, then your research, then your kind of people to believe in that research could be hard. Because the ultimate result could also be giving a wrong figures. So that is why whenever we do research, we should have a large database, and this craft of native healing, it should always be passed on from one generation to another, as I've already told. And for the benefit of others, because there is also quacks. There is a problem of quacks that we are facing. They also claim they have inherited a proper knowledge from the older generations. How do we distinguish them? How do we differentiate from the actual people who has the knowledge? Because, for example, few years back, I think you would have read about it in the newspapers. One of the quack had prescribed one lady who had a very perennial problem, very old problem of having a low backache. He said that he will cure by giving half teaspoon of yellow powder mixed with milk. She took on for lot many months or few years. and she found some relief. But ultimately, she suffered from kidney ailments, renal ailments. Because when they found out what is there in the ingredient of this powder, they came to know that it is nimesulide tablets powder. So if we really have to understand, if we really have to distinguish from the quacks, we need to have a proper research and development. So that is the order of the day. That should be the approach. I really thank this Congress today, because they have come forward. Society for Ethnopharmacology, I think they have emphasized, they have given emphasis for a lot of clinical research in this pattern. And I'm very sure every natural product, every natural plant, herbs, shrubs, everything, they have a medicinal value. There can't be even one leaf on the planet which cannot be used for medicine. But it is how we put it across, how we really derive to ensure that everything can contribute. Lot more research has to go on. So similarly, our Honorable Prime Minister, as we all know that, is laying a greater emphasis, and is the first Prime Minister to come out with a new department called Ayush. So that is the kind of thrust this government is giving for alternate medicine, natural medicine, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, yogic medicine. There is a separate ministry. And in fact, recently, while addressing the Global Ayush Summit, our WHO Director General, Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, said that India will go to the whole world, and the whole world will come to India through Ayush. So that is the bridge. That is the connect between India and the world. So we all know that till 2014, till recently, we had almost 17% of growth in this Ayush industry. And people are expecting this year it may touch 23 billion US dollars market, Ayush. That is why the big entrepreneurs are really focusing to invest more and more in wellness centers, wellness industry, and Ayush industry. So this is the huge, huge scope that India has. India has its potential. And I would like to brand this for this decade and this century, Heal in India, Indian way. Heal in India, in Indian way. This should be a grand slogan. This should be the big slogan which we should use in this country for the next 1 century. So similarly, our Honorable Prime Minister also announced a new kind of visa, Ayush visa. People who wants to explore Ayush, who wants to have an exchange program, he has come out with a new visa, Ayush visa. So similarly, as I told you, what we consume, it has to be a Satvik Ahar, Ayush Ahar. So Ayush Ahar is also, because we also encourage our farmers to grow the right kind of medicinal plants. Not only we should give them the facilitation and also the right kind of knowledge, we should also provide the right platforms for the farmers to ensure that they export. They have a good market for their the medicinally plants grown. So, and whenever there are products of Ayush, similarly how we see in allopathic drugs, it has to be endorsed by US FDA or European CE. Similarly, we should also have Ayush mark. From India, we should also
I
have
got it.
what is called as Ayush mark. And
Yes, I got
recently,
it.
one incident also I would like to remember. One of
Yeah,
the
yeah, I have joined. I'm there.
former president's daughter, she had lost her vision because of her aneurysm. She was subjected to aneurysm and she had lost her vision completely. They tried everywhere. She could not get a proper medicine or proper care to regain her vision. But when her father contacted our Honorable Prime Minister through Ayurvedic medicine, I was told that she has regained her vision back. So this is a true story recently our Honorable Prime Minister has shared. So I really would like to again say that heal in India, Indian way should be our grand slogan and we should take from this Congress. And in this direction, I think there is a need for all of us to think and to travel in this direction and to encourage more and more youngsters, not only those youngsters who have gained the knowledge from their older generations, those youngsters who live in that vicinity, who has right kind of knowledge, who have basic science degrees, they should also be taught the kind of medicine that others have about the traditional medicine. And that is the only way to ensure that this world gets the right kind of medicine, the natural way and Indian way. I really thank uh, my able Sadguru, Sri Sri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. Today I had a lot of functions. I never wanted to miss this function because I always feel it is my fortune to spend some time with him. Because Swamiji, I always believe, is the personification of perfection, purity, and progress, and passion. With passion, he does all this. So it is my fortune that whenever I come to this mutt, I get enlightened, I get empowered through his mystical powers, through his mystical blessings on me. And I seek Sadguru, his blessings to ensure that the fourth wave, which we are all predicting or which people are predicting, that it should come. And if it comes, it should come the way that third wave of COVID came, and which has not bothered anybody, no Kannadiga, no Indian. So it should come and go if it all it comes. And if it is possible, if it does not come, we will be very, very thankful to our Honorable Prime Minister, because the kind of vaccination that we have achieved, it is really uncomparable to even the modern societies and the modern developed countries, be it US and Europe. So we have done almost about 185 crore vaccination doses in this country and more than 10.6 crores of vaccination doses in Karnataka. Thank you again, and I wish the 9th International Congress of Society for Pharmacology a grand success. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words. Of course, it was quite motivating for all part who is there in the health education as well as in the health services. Thank you, sir. Now, I humbly request His Holiness Swamiji to felicitate our Honorable Minister. Thank you, everyone. Now I humbly request His Holiness Swamiji, Chancellor JSS AHR, to bless the gathering with his insights.
अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Honorable Minister Dr. Sudhakar, Shri Shekhar Dutt, President of the 9th ICSC, Dr. Katiyar, Dr. Manjunath, Professor Pulok K. Mukherjee, Dr. Subhash Mandal, Dr. Indranil Das, Dr. Pramod Kumar, Dr. K. M. Mrityunjaya, the dignitaries and on the dais and off the dais, delegates, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. We are indeed happy that the 9th International Congress of Ethnopharmacology, India, is being held in Mysore by JSS AHR in association with the SFE India Mysore chapter. It is heartening that the theme of the 9th Congress, as Minister mentioned, redefining ethnopharmacology for global health and well-being, is not only well-timed, but also the requisite for the present times. Human knowledge is discrete and need not be the sole prerogative of a few academicians. Of late, the indigenous knowledge and the ingenuity involved in it is visible on the horizons of traditional science, thanks to the media. Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and various other traditional healing systems find their due place at last. The wisdom of the ancients, not only of India, but of other civilizations as well, went unnoticed by the mainstream medical systems. Ethnomedicine nowadays is finding its rightful place, is gratifying and salubrious. Any ethnic healing system, for that matter, is as much as religion as a science. The traditional methods are a complete system of body and mind healing. Unlike Western medicine, the ancient Indian systems, especially Ayurveda and Siddha, are more of spiritual healing than a physical one. The Brahman, as all pervasive cosmic energy, is invoked before any disease is treated. Perhaps for the same reason, today the West is crazy about yoga and meditation. It is time our ancient wisdom is accorded the place it deserves. We are happy that the present Congress has acknowledged the same in its right perspective. In the fitness of things, the Society for Ethnopharmacology, India, is driven to promote and enhance the social perception of medicinal plants, traditional medicine, and other natural products. The dissemination of this traditional knowledge is more important than finding a market for its products. International Congress has taken upon itself the oneness, onerous obligation of universalizing ethnic knowledge and harnessing the global technology for local needs. In this context, the 9th International Congress assumes tremendous significance. Dr. K. Sudhakar is with us today, our Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education. He has inaugurated the event. Though he is having a busy schedule today, he make it convenient to come over here and inaugurate the conference. His exceptional work during the pandemic, just now he has mentioned in his speech, has attracted the attention of the nation. His timely action to contain the pandemic and response to the growing fear, psychosis amongst the public was hailed by all. A man of profound commitment to the cause of public good is here in Karnataka is undergoing perceptible change and his guidance due to the infusion of human values and work culture. The foresight of a political leader is always essential for any positive change in the administration. Fortunately, we could see such a trait in him. May his service the society continue unabated. Shri Shekhar Dutt, former governor of Chhattisgarh and president of the 9th ICSC, is a former defense secretary of Government of India and also served as National Security Advisor for Government of India for a few years. As an IAS officer, he has contributed significantly to several departments, particularly to the Department of Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy as its secretary. As president of the 9th ICSC, the International Congress, he should be the chief beneficiary of his valuable experience and knowledge. We also have with us Dr. Chandrakant Katia, a name well known in the field of Ayurveda. His loaded experience as a researcher has yielded a dozen patents to his credit. His presence here would be highly enriching. So is the presence of Dr. Indranil Das, Professor Pulok, Dr. Mukherjee, Dr. Subhash C. Mandal, and many others. Today, our Pro Chancellor, Dr. Suresh, and our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Surinder Singh, are supposed to be here, but due to other reasons, they could not make it present here. We congratulate all the achievers, those who are going to be giving awards shortly in the next few minutes. The 9th International Congress of Ethnopharmacology, India is deliberating on the recent developments in the field of many ethnic systems. We hope the outcome would be of immense utility to the global community. SFE India, Mysore chapter, JSS Pharmacy College, Mysore, and JSS AHER have toiled very hard in organizing this significant event. The delegates from far and wide have contributed considerably to the success of the event. They all deserve to be congratulated. May God bless them to continue with such endeavors. We wish the 9th International Congress of Ethnopharmacology all success. God bless you and all. Om Tat Sat.
I present my pranams and thank you for your words. Now I request our principal, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar sir, to kindly seek the blessings on behalf of us.
Shivaratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji, founder president of JSS Mahavidyapita, and submitting my humble pranams. I submit my deepest gratitude to Dr. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, for his august presence as a chief guest and for inaugurating the 9th Society International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology 2022. Sir, in spite of your hectic schedule, you have accepted our invitation, traveled by air through a chartered chopper, and inaugurated the Congress. Is a great honor for us, sir. This shows your affection, concern, and respect toward JSS institutions and Srimat. I request audience to honor him with a big round of applause for this. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Pulok K. Mukherjee, Chairman, Scientific Services, to address the gathering.
Respected His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri Desikandra Mahaswamiji, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, who addressed us already, Sri Shekhar Dutt, the advisor of Society for Ethnopharmacology and former Governor of Chhattisgarh, my colleague from SFE India, and Dr. C.K. Katiyar, who is the Vice President of our society, and Dr. Indranil Das, Vice President of our society, Dr. Subhas Mondal, the Executive Secretary, Dr. Pramod Kumar, the Organizing Chairman, and Dr. Mrityunjay, the Organizing Secretary, and the delegates who have joined here, the awardees of this program, my colleagues from JSS Academy, dear students and members from the media and press. When we celebrate this 9th International Congress, say, many of you know about the background of the society, which will be highlighted during the course of the event. The society was made in the year 2012, but was the first gathering of the International Society for Ethnopharmacology, the first Congress held in Kolkata, where the whole event of this program was organized with the presence of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who inaugurated the program, and there itself the society was born in presence of Luc Montagnier, Professor Luc Montagnier, the Nobel laureate who discovered the HIV retrovirus. He was there, and 55 countries people were there to witness this. And we are so happy that that after 10 years, we are here when we have already that Global Center for Traditional Medicines already opened by our Honorable Prime Minister. So this proves that the whole scenario of development of drugs from nature, drugs from ancestors, is going in the same tune in our country, and we are no way far behind than any other country of the world. And here our society has taken a lead role. I'm happy to say that we started with a humble beginning, but now we have around 14 local chapters throughout the country, and all our coordinators are here, who will be introduced by our Vice President after some time. And in this hall, we have around 10 directors from National Institutes of Government of India. So you can understand that how much the interest we have in this particular area, and all of them will be addressing during this gathering what we have. Friends, beside that, I'm so happy to say that one of the major strength of our own tradition is Lok Sasta Parampara, the things what we inherited from our ancestors. And we have here 130 healers representing 16 states of India. And we will have a special event for them. And this is one of the things what we society we nurture. And we want to develop their knowledge into a patent product process by their name, and society will take the lead role. I'm happy to say that Department of Biotechnology, where under in the Institute of Bioresource and Sustainable Development, where I am presently working as the director, and my colleague Dr. Ajay Parida is here from Institute of Life Science, Bhubaneswar. We took the initiative to develop a Himalayan Bioresource Mission on program, where one of the initiative has been to develop the drugs from the Himalaya, and that we have started working on the traditional healthcare system. It is not only the medicinal plant, but the practice what they are doing. Let us explore those practice and validate those, and at the end coming up with the drugs, product, process, technology developed from their knowledge. And that is why this traditional ethnopharmacology conclave, what society is organizing for last over 10 years, has a great impact. And I again thank our coordinators of the local chapters who have been very, very active in this particular aspect, specifically Dr. Prakash and Dr. Pramod and all others who have been helping. And welcome to all our healers friends who are here, because our idea is that the same dais what is being where the scientists of the modern medicine they are presenting, let them also present. And we have already developed the confidence building, that part we are working, and we have already got confidence. That's why they have confidence on us, and they are exploring the things on behalf of all of us. So this is a great thing what society want to promote more with all your support and help. Friends, this society is affiliated to the International Society for Ethnopharmacology. And you know, this International Society for Ethnopharmacology was made in 1952 in UK, presently in Switzerland. In fact, I was involved with that, and we together with our team of SFE, after this 2012 Congress, we made it an event that IAC and SFE will work together. So we have around 9,000 plus scientists all over the world who have been working in this area of natural product research. They are there. So for the students who are here, you need a mentor, you need any help anywhere in the world, we have our people over there, and many of them will be joining here. So and in fact, that is the platform what we made. This our major strength is dissemination of knowledge, and these knowledge disseminations can be that when we exchange each other. And this exchange is not only with the scientists and the students, but also with the industry, with the traditional healers friend, and those who love natural medicines, or rather ethnopharmacology, ethnomedicine together. And main goal of our society is, that's why, globalizing local knowledge, localizing global technologies. And this is our theme, this is our mission. What I feel that this particular Congress, has already respected Swamiji and our minister has already told that our major theme is on the redefining ethnopharmacology, and for the well-being. These particular aspects, this theme was decided in our IAC meeting, International Society of Ethnopharmacology meeting, and where we feel that this wellness which is being promoted, or rather it was there, we are promoting it in different way. The same way, whatever the research we do in our laboratory, or we exchange amongst our students to develop something, that it is not that we are discovering something new, we are rediscovering our own thing in a scientific way. So here it is like that some people used to say that there is no rocket science. Yes, there is no rocket science, but there is a lot of challenges. And that is why society is there to help you to resolve those challenges. It may be making a collaborations, it may be that mixing all the people together and lot of coordinated effort by sharing and caring your knowledge, and then at the end validating those evidences what we have. So evidence-based validation is our major goal in the society as far as the scientific explorations of our traditional medicine is concerned, and where I hope that with the support and help from all of you, we will be able to do more in this particular area and develop something for which we will feel proud. This Congress of Mysore, it was decided last year in Pune during our 8th Congress, where we are very much thankful to respected Swamiji and the whole team of Mysuru with leadership of our coordinator, Dr. Mrityunjaya, who is very, very active, young, energetic. And we feel that this event, no, which you are now experiencing after Corona outbreak, because last year we had a very small gathering. We are here more than 1,200 delegates. I am sure that you will have a unique opportunity to develop fruitful collaborations and stimulating ideas for future research and development on ethnopharmacology and medicinal plant research and every aspects where we can capitalize our very rich heritage of our country and our culture that is so ethnic, so ancient, but so Indian, and we feel proud for that. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I humbly request His Holiness Swamiji to felicitate our dignitary. Thank you, sir. Now I request Shri Indranil Das, Vice President SFEC, to take over the platform for the award ceremony.
Before I begin, let me put my hands together to the founders, to the leaders, to the academy and the students and everyone at JSS College to make this happen. Thank you so much. It's a full house inauguration and I'm really honored. Thank you, JSS College. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the annual award ceremony of the Society for Ethnopharmacology. Stories are all about milestones. We commemorate milestones as our children grow up. In fact, the first theme among 5 of our Indian government's Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav initiative, that is freedom struggle, talks of commemorating milestones in history. So let me too share a short story with you that sets milestones. In 1934, 2 electrical engineering graduates from Stanford bonded during a 2-week camping trip. They began a formal partnership in 1938 in a rented garage and debuted their first product, a resistance capacitance audio oscillator, the same year. The names of the students are Bill Hewlett and Def Packard, and their humble beginning has set several milestones for what is today's world famous Hewlett Packard, or HP in short. SFE is not HP, but your society too had a humble beginning in 2012 when our Dr. Pulak Mukherjee, the scientist par excellence, took the courageous step of founding the Society for Ethnopharmacology, the society born out of the inspiration drawn from the insight provided by His Excellency Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, during his visit to the Science City Convention Center in Kolkata to inaugurate the 12th International Congress of the IAC on Traditional Medicines and Globalization. This was the first Congress held in India, organized by School of Natural Product Studies, Jadavpur University, Kolkata. Since then, I am proud to announce that your society's growth rate has taken an unprecedented upturn and created several milestones in history. The Society of Ethnopharmacology is dedicated to the dissemination of knowledge and information through different education programs throughout India, and also to serve as a bridge between industry and academia for development of products, processes for value addition and promotion of medicinal plants as well as herbal medicines used in ancient systems of medicine and folklore. It also promotes activities for sharing of experience on the scientific evaluation of ethnopharmacology of herbal medicines for betterment of healthcare of the society. The major activities of the society include dissemination of knowledge for promotion and development of ethnopharmacology and medicinal plants, act as a resource at local level for individuals, including students interested in ethnopharmacology, capacity building and training program for promotion and development of medicinal plant research, publishing journals, newsletters, documents, books, etc., for promotion of knowledge in the field of natural product research. Your society regularly organizes seminars, webinars, conferences, and conducts other scientific activities all through the year. We are blessed to have vibrant members of local chapters under the dynamic leaderships of chapter coordinators who complement our efforts in this direction. A few such events are the first International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology held in Chennai in 2014, the first National Convention of Society for Ethnopharmacology held in Kolkata in 2014, the second International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology held at Nagpur in 2015, the second National Convention of Society for Ethnopharmacology held in 2015 at Jadavpur University, the third International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology held at Raipur, the third National Convention held in Kolkata. In association with the World Ayurveda Foundation, your Society for Ethnopharmacology participated in the 7th World Ayurveda Congress and Arogya Expo 2016 and hosted the International Ethnopharmacology Conclave on Ethnopharmacology, Ethnomedicine, and Traditional Health Practices, Learning from Nature, Tradition to Innovation, which was held on December 3rd and 4th in 2016 at the Science City Auditorium in Kolkata. Thereafter, several such ethnopharmacology conclaves with traditional healers have been organized at Nagpur, Surat, Ahmedabad, Delhi, Kolkata, Pune, and other places. Thereafter, the 4th Congress was held in Surat, and the 4th National Convention again held in 2017 at Jadavpur University. The 5th International Congress was held in 2018 at Dhaka University in Bangladesh. The 5th National Convention was held with special reference to Brahmi in 2018 in Kolkata. The 8th World Ayurveda Congress and Arogya Expo 2018, along with the International Ethnopharmacology Conclave, was held in 2018 in Kolkata. International Conference on globalization of traditional medicine was held on December 6 and 7, 2018 at Moi Falun University, Chiang Rai in Thailand. The sixth international conference was held in 2019 at Manipal. The sixth convention was held in Jadavpur in 2019. The national seminar and workshop was held in Bhopal in 2019, and again an international conference on ethnopharmacology, validation and traditional medicine. Yeah, this is right. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Shall I proceed? Hello, Chair. Shall I proceed? That's good. The 7th International Congress of SFE was held in 2020 in Jamia Hamdard. The 8th International Congress of SF India was held in 2021 at Pune, and the International Convention of SFE was held at Imphal. In celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the 8th Convention of SF India National Seminar on Ethnopharmacology for Wellness, Tradition and Translation was held in December 10, 2021. The Society for Ethnopharmacology is engaged in several special diverse activities, as well as a few of which are capacity building and training on instrumentation techniques in 2021. The highly popular and acclaimed international webinar series, Reimagine Ethnopharmacology, which is currently at its 62nd session, a novel initiative by the Society for Ethnopharmacology. The demand for herbal medicines is gaining momentum by leaps and bounds, and the market size is growing exponentially. However, consumers are skeptical at times regarding the rationality and quality of these drugs of herbal origin. Therefore, SFE generates scientific basis to establish rationality and improve quality of herbal products, including ASU, health supplements, and nutraceuticals, among others. Against this background, I'm proud to present before you the product endorsement and certification scheme of SFE India. Organizations are welcome to participate in this scheme to get their products and services ratified, upgraded, and validated with the seal of Society for Ethnopharmacology and enjoy enhanced confidence of the consumers of their products and services. As we are all aware, the brain behind this entire global scientific integration since 2012 is none other than Dr. Pulak Mukherjee. Under his initiative, a special issue on Ayurveda was published in Elsevier's Journal of Ethnopharmacology. This was followed by another special issue on ashwagandha in the same reputed journal. Then another special issue published in Frontiers in Pharmacology, and subsequently another in Indian Journal of Traditional Knowledge. A special issue on ethnomedicine was published in July 2021 issue of Pharma Times, the official monthly news magazine of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association. Members of the Society for Ethnopharmacology were highly instrumental in developing such publications. Back to the annual award ceremony, SFE respects quality research and development activities in the field of ethnopharmacology and therefore provides encouragement to scientific activities through various awards, honors, and grants. Reputed multinational brands such as Zandu have joined hands with SFE in recognizing such talents, and we hope that many more organizations will come forward in future to support the Society's collaborative approaches for promotion and development of traditional medicines and medicinal plants. Therefore, on behalf of Society for Ethnopharmacology India, I'm honored to present before you the annual award ceremony for the year 2022. As we proceed with the ceremony, I request Dr. Pulak Mukherjee and Dr. Subhash Mondal of the Society for Ethnopharmacology to kindly coordinate with the dignitaries on the dais to kindly do the honors. May I The first awardee, Professor B. Suresh, is absent, I believe, on health grounds. May I request his wife, Srimati Seema Suresh, to kindly come up to the dais and take the award seat, to take the award on his behalf. Professor B. Suresh is working as the Pro-Chancellor of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysuru. Professor Suresh is a renowned educationist who has dedicated his lifetime for the development of pharmacy education in the country. He was the president of Pharmacy Council of India for about 18 years, and that brought out many reforms and that have fundamentally altered pharmacy education in the country, including his enormous contribution towards the development of ethnopharmacology. Based on his outstanding contribution for the promotion of ethnopharmacology and medicinal plant research, the Society for Ethnopharmacology India confer the ASAFE Lifetime Achievement Award 2022 on Professor B. Suresh. The ASAFE Lifetime Achievement Award 2022 has been instituted by the Society in memory of Sri Shiveshwar Shaha and is named the Shiveshwar Shaha Memorial Award. Srimati Seema Suresh to kindly accept the award on behalf of Professor B. Suresh. Thank you. Our next awardee, Dr. Busman, could not make it to this country due to maybe certain COVID restrictions. So I would request our IT team to connect to Professor Dr. Busman to the virtual mode. Professor Dr. Reram Naturalium Busman is an ethnobotanist and vegetation ecologist who is currently the head and full professor at the Department of Ethnobotany, Institute of Botany, Ilia State University. His work focuses on ethnobotanical research and the preservation of traditional knowledge in the Andes, Caucasus, and the Himalayas. Professor Busman has authored over 330 peer-reviewed papers, over 1,200 peer-reviewed book chapters, and authored or edited about 38 books. In acknowledge of his valuable contribution to science, Society for Ethnopharmacology in India is honored to confer upon Professor Dr. Reram Naturalium Busman the ASAFE Outstanding International Ethnopharmacologist Award 2022, which has been instituted by the Society in memory of late Dr. Pranab Banerjee and is named the Pranab Banerjee Memorial Award. Dr. Busman, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Great, sure, very much.
Wonderful, dear dignitaries. This is really an exceptional honor to receive the Outstanding International Ethnopharmacologist Award. Even more so because the Society for Ethnopharmacology in India is no doubt the very largest society in our discipline and in the whole world. And as has been mentioned, it has been great effort starting with Dr. Pulok Mukherjee to get the society moving. And I'm very, very proud to be part of this event and to be able to at least a little bit contribute to ethnopharmacology in India and on the globe. And as an ethnobotanist, ethnopharmacologist, this is even more an honor today, because you might know that 2 days ago was the first death anniversary of Dr. S.K. Jain, who really is the father of ethnobotany in India and one of the fathers of the discipline in the world. So this is a great honor. And I'm very sad indeed that I could not come to Mysore due to the current political situation in our country and in the wider region. So I'm very sad to miss exceptional hospitality. I know Mysore is a wonderful city, and I congratulate GSS and all its administrators and staff to set up this magnificent event. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Bosman. May I now request Dr. Ashiho Asusimao to kindly come up to the dais and take the award seat. Dr. Ashiho Asusimao is working as the Director of Botanical Survey of India, Government of India at Kolkata. Dr. Mao is one of the foremost plant scientists who has made significant contributions to both traditional and modern areas of biology. His notable achievements pertain mainly to the conservation of critically endangered species of Northeast India, a global hotspot. His scientific findings involving biotechnology tools have greatly helped in preventing extinction of some of the highly vulnerable and critically endangered species. Ethnobotanical investigations of many tribes of Nagaland, Meghalaya, Manipur, and Assam by Dr. Mao have brought to light many new uses of medicinal plants, which form the foundation of I now request Professor Ashish Kumar Mukherjee to kindly come up to the dais and take the award seat. Professor Ashish Kumar Mukherjee is the Director in the Institute of Advanced Study in Science and Technology under DST Government of India and is based at Guwahati. He was a visiting scientist to School of Biological Sciences, University of Northern Colorado in the USA. Professor Mukherjee is an expert on snake bites and has been working for more than 27 years to characterize Indian snake venom and pharmacological reassessment of medicinal plants used in treating. He has also Received the Dr. B.C. Roy Memorial Award for his excellent contribution towards blood safety programs in India in 2014. He has published several scientific papers of both academic and practical relevance. For his outstanding contribution for development promotion of the Society for Ethnopharmacology as a mentor of Mysuru local chapter of SFE and hosting the 9th International Congress of the Society, SFE India is honored to confer the SFE Special Recognition Award 2022 to Dr. Surinder Singh, which we will hand him over in due course. Yeah, we could have a round of applause for him, even if in the absence. Yeah. Our next awardee, I'm afraid, will also have to go virtual again because he could not make it to India. Professor Sitesh Sibachar is the Dean of Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Dhaka in Bangladesh. Professor Bachar has contributed in education, being a syndicate member of BRAC University, Dhaka, Bangladesh. He has been working on natural resources for anti-infective drug discovery. His research interests involve bioequivalence standardization and ethnopharmacology. Based on his contribution in the field of ethnopharmacology and traditional medicine, the Society is honored to confer Professor Sitesh Bachar the SFE T-Shen Oration Award 2022, which has been instituted by SFE India in the memory of Professor Tuhinadri Shen, who was a very active member of the Society. Have we connected to Mr. Bachar, Dr. Bachar?
Yes, this is Sitesh. Are you able to hear me?
Yes. Yes,
this is. I'm very much thankful to the Society. From the very beginning, after this conductions of the International Society with the Ethnopharmacology for 2012, since then, with Professor Bullock and all of you as a team member, I am always trying my best to be a part of the Society, the Congress and the respective conferences organized by the Society of Ethnopharmacology in various parts of India. And I am fortunate enough to organize the 5th International Congress of the Society of Ethnopharmacology at Dhaka in cooperations with the Society of Ethnopharmacology, the chapter, and lucky enough to be the part of the Society of Ethnopharmacology India as a big society of these traditional medicines all over the world. And also I am also a member of the International Society of Ethnopharmacology European chapter. And definitely, I always try to be the part of this society because the traditional medicine is the next tools for explore the world health for all for under the One Health coverage, because the infectious disease is definitely increasing day by day, developing the resistance of the modern medicines against the infections. So in that cases, these traditional medicines may be a good choice for betterment of the next generations and for sustainable development of the healthcare systems. So I am really thankful to the Society and always to be the part of these things. Thank you, Dr. Pulok Mukherjee and his team to award me the T-Shen orations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Sitesh. Thank you so much. I now request Dr. UV Babu, Head of Research and Development of Himalaya Wellness Company, to kindly come up to the dais and take the award seat. Himalaya Wellness Company, Bangalore, started its journey in 1930 and has established R&D units and manufacturing facilities for the production of Ayurvedic proprietary medicine and conventional formulations. The company is recognized by DSIR and is approved by USFDA and other global regulatory authorities, including India. Himalaya Wellness Company is engaged in taking the traditional healthcare wisdom to different corners of the globe, reaching its products to more than 100 recognizing the on promotion and development of traditional products. Society for Ethnopharmacology India is honored to confer the Herbal Industry Award 2023. May I request Dr. Private Limited, Gujarat, to kindly come up to the dais and take the award seat. Parmanza Herbal Private Limited in 1997 and established of several herbal drugs for anti-cancer activity. who along with the members have been successfully organizing national and international conferences to uplift and justify the mission of members of my local chapter are active participants in all seminars and conferences organized by SFE India with meaningful interaction with other delegates in such activities. Dr. Ministerial has been working on planning for the development of newly installed Bolpur and
lunch will come very soon. Let's have a bigger round of applause. I know none of you are here. Thank you.
of students and society
Gamadani
with the noble vision of globalizing and localizing the This concludes the annual award ceremony for the April 2022 of the Society for Ethnopharmacology. I give this opportunity of handing over the speech to Dr. Shiva.
Indeed, it was a privilege to all of us to watch the awardees, to also witness the SAPEC chapters. Thank you everybody and congratulations to all the awardees. Now I request the friend of today's event, Sri Shekhar Dutt, former governor of Chhattisgarh and former defense secretary, to kindly address the gathering.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I must thank the Param Puja Swamiji who have come here and graced this occasion and had also not only spoken but also felicitated some of the people who have done outstanding work. And also the Honorable Minister of Karnataka, Minister for Health, Dr. Sudhakar, ought to be thanked because he came here and out of his busy schedule spent quality time here. I must also congratulate all those people who have worked for ethnopharmacology throughout the length and breadth of our country and even outside, and have brought light and knowledge to this sector, which is as old as mankind. In fact, the birth of medicinal sciences has been because of such and observant people who have seen the various ability and the specific nature of medicinal ability of plants and different parts of that plant like roots, buds, leaf, flowers, and our ancestors have taken note of all these things and have used this throughout the evolution of humanity and made them useful for health. Health has been a big concern of every human being and the age when they were in existence. Therefore, it is not surprising that our ancestors, while telling the kind of atmosphere which should be there in the earth, mentioned about health. Health has been a very center stage of our ancestors. They have said, Sarve bhavantu sukhina, Sarve bhavantu niramaya, Sarve bhadran pashyanti mas kaschit dukh bhag bhavet. The idea of Sarve bhavantu niramaya is everybody should be healthy, has been in the center stage of the mind of people. And therefore, these observant people have written down thousands of, maybe millions of observation and documented them. And it has caused the evolution of a science. And that science is what we are dealing with today, ethnopharmacology. But what I'm saying is that our ancestors have done their job. And the ancestors have documented, which is more than doing their job. They've documented whatever observation they've had. I, as Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Department of Ayush, had the opportunity of putting all those information into digital format and make the traditional knowledge digital library, TKDL. So those people have done their job and have gone. We, the descendants, require to actually further move forward and in our respective health system, bring out drugs which will be of use to mankind, whether as a preventive aspect or promotive aspect or curative aspect or the recuperative aspect. In all those aspects, these drugs must be able to do wonders. That is the challenge. And I'm sure that we will have more and more scientists coming out and bringing that aspect into focus, and new molecules are developed. I congratulate the organizers, Professor Pulak Mukherjee and his associates, the JSS College of Pharmacy, and everybody others who have been associated with it from inside or from outside. And I'm sure that with the combined effort, we will have new era of making useful substances to the humanity from this knowledge. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request our registrar sir and principal sir to kindly felicitate Shri Shekhar Dutt.
Ethnopharmacology, and the theme of this program is Ethnopharmacology for the global health and well-being. Syllabus is on translation and transformation approach to Ethnopharmacology research and practice in the field of society and well-being. During this three-day congress, several scientific sessions and aspects of Ethnopharmacology where stakeholders of pharmacology, including researchers, medicinal practitioners, cultivators and manufacturers, and traders, will share their findings and their experiences of impact on the society. I have been told that about 150 researchers, very remote from India and abroad, will share their views in this program. Scientists from about a dozen of countries like USA, Germany, UK, China, Dubai, etc. India will join. I would like to thank respected Mahaswamiji and KS Academy of Higher Education and Research for organizing this Congress. And I am extremely happy to see the excellent arrangements they have arranged and hope this year's International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology will cross a success over the last 8 Congress. So thank you very much, and I would like to thank all the participants from all over the world for their participation, and wish you will carry nice experience at the end of this congress. I would like to make an announcement, it's very exciting, that to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Society for Ethnopharmacology, we are going to organize the 22nd International Congress of the International Society for Ethnopharmacology, Geneva, and 10th International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology, jointly with IAC, during 24 to 26 February 2023 at Kolkata or Imphal with the new scientific program we will calculate the needed information in a very short time. Lastly, I would like to invite you all to join us in this program. Thank
felicitate our our guest of honor, Dr. C.K. Katia, Vice President, Society of Ethnopharmacology, CEO, Technical Umami Limited, Kolkata.
A very good afternoon to one and all. Again, seeking the blessings of His Holiness, Jagadguru Shri Dr. Shri Shivaratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji, Founder, President of JSS Mahavidyapita, Mysuru, and submitting my humble pranams to lotus feet of His Holiness, Jagadguru Shri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. Chancellor, JSS Academy of Higher Education Research, Mysuru. It's a great honor to me to stand before this August gathering of inauguration of 9th International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology. In Kannada, there is a proverb. It's called Harakollal Guru Kaivan. So that means even if the God wants to destroy you, but the Guru protects you. And that is the power of blessings of Guru. It is with these blessings of His Holiness Mahaswamiji, Jagadguru Shri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, that today we could organize this inaugural function of 9th International Society of International Congress of Society for Ethnopharmacology. For each and every difficulty, we sought the blessings of His Holiness Swamiji, and difficulties melted like ice. On behalf of Local Organizing Committee of SFEC 2022, JSS College of Pharmacy, SFE India, we submit our sincere thanks and humble pranams to His Holiness Mahaswamiji for his gracious presence in this inauguration ceremony. I submit my heartfelt thanks to Sri Shekhar Dutt, former Governor of Chhattisgarh, former Defense Secretary and Secretary of Health, Ministry of Health, Government of India, for accepting our invitation and presiding over the function. We are enriched with your words of wisdom, sir. You have always been very considerate and supported us during the organization of this Congress. We are very much thankful to you, sir. Thank you. Many thanks to Dr. C.K. Katia, sir, Vice President, Society for Ethnopharmacology, India, and CEO, Imami Limited, for being with us all along and gracing this occasion. Sir, again, you are very supporting to us. Thank you so much for your gracious presence. My sincere thanks to Sri Indranil Das, Vice President, Society for Ethnopharmacology, and CEO, Decilback Technologies, Kolkata, for being with us and for coordinating the wonderful SFE award function. Thank you, sir. My respectful thanks to Dr. B. Manjunatha, Registrar, for being with us during each and every step in organizing this Congress. Sir, it would have been very difficult for us to organize this event without your support. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. My special thanks to Professor Pulok Mukherjee, Chairman, Scientific Services, SFEC 2022, and Director, IBST Imphal, for being with us in successfully organizing this event. Thank you so much, sir. Many thanks to Dr. Subhash Mandal, Secretary of Society for Ethnopharmacology, India, and being with us as a guest of honor for today's function. Thank you, Subhash Mandal, sir. Many thanks to our principal, Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar, for his constant support and encouragement in all our endeavors. Sir, thank you so much. I'm very thankful to our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Dr. B. Suresh, sir, for always being the backbone of any of our events. Now, due to just his health issues, he could not make it. Otherwise, he conveyed his best wishes and all grand success to all of us. So thank you, sir. In your absence, I submit my sincere thanks to you, sir. And also, I'm very thankful to Dr. Surinder Singh, our Honorable Vice Chancellor of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, in his absence, but he also supported us in organizing this event. Thank you so much, sir. It's my duty to remember and submit my gratitude to those who stood behind me and are unseen, but their support is enormous. And I submit my sincere thanks to Sri S.P. Manjunath, Secretary 1, JSS Mahavidyapita, Mysuru, for all his constant support and being with us in every step in organizing this event. He has worked anytime call, especially in fixing the guests, and he was there to see how the planning is going on. I'm indebted to life, sir. Thank you so much. And Dr. H. Baswangaudappa, Principal, JSS Medical College, Dr. Suma, Vice Principal, JSS Medical College, Sri Satish Chandra, Administrative Officer, JSS Medical College, Dr. Colonel M. Dayanand, Director, Sri Mahesh, Director, Medical Education, Mahavidyapita, and Sri C.C. Hiramet, Finance Officer, JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, all my colleagues in Drug Center, JSS Hospital of JSS Mahavidyapita, JSS College of Pharmacy, Ooty, my colleagues and members of Local Organizing Committee, Advisory and Executive Board members of SFEC 2022. Thank you all for great support in organizing this event. My respectful namaskaras to all traditional healers who have traveled from different parts of the country to participate in this event. A big thank you to all. Also, I thank Shrikantaya, so retired IFS, the Principal Additional Secretary to Forest and Director, Ayush, former Director. Sir, thank you for being with us, sir. Thank you. This Congress would have been not possible without a generous sponsorship and great support from many industries and institutions. My humble thanks to Himalaya Wellness Company, Bengaluru, for being our esteemed collaborator and generously sponsoring this event. Thank you, Team Himalaya. So thank you so much. My deepest gratitude to Sri Dilip Suranaji, Chairman and MD, Microlabs, and Dr. Muhammad Majid, Founder and MD, Sami Saminsa Group, and also Dr. Arvind Saklani, Senior Scientist of Sami Labs, for greatly supporting this event. Many, many thanks to Indo-Vedic Nutrients, Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Health Sciences, CIPLA, Chemulites, MCure, Meclites, IBST, Manipur, JKK Muniraja College of Pharmacy, Kumarapalam, Meclites, Supreme Pharmaceuticals, Medrich. All these companies have supported us. Thank you so much. Also, I'm thankful to many equipment and herbal drug companies for putting their stalls and providing advertisements in our SFEC 2022 abstract book. My deepest gratitude to all my colleagues, members of LOC, working tirelessly day and night to making this a mega event a grand success. Heartfelt thanks to resource persons from India and abroad, dignitaries, officers of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, principals, heads of constituent units of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, volunteers, media partners, and last but not the least, my affectionate thanks to all delegates for enormously showing interest, which is reflected by the fact that most of you are presenting your papers. There are more than 500 plus posters which have been presented in this mega event. Kindly forgive me if I missed any names. I thank one and all who are directly or indirectly involved in organizing this event. Let's celebrate this mega event on ethnopharmacology for next 3 days. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all the participants and the dignitaries to kindly stand up for the national anthem. Jana Jana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining us for this inaugural event, and I wish all of you a fruitful learning.
So immediately in the same session, keynote session will start just after 5 minutes. So anybody would like to have tea? If not, so you can have tea and come back quickly so that immediately we start the keynote session.